What if I told you that your struggles aren't random, that they are very strategic? What if all your fears, all your doubts, all your guilt aren't even your own thoughts, but that they were programmed, that they were placed and projected on you? I know y'all are starting to wake up to see that this is all spiritual and that darkness actually is a thing. You see, darkness doesn't need to fight you. Darkness just needs you to fight you. Like, real talk, y'all. And how this works is they use your own shadow. Because we all have a shadow, right? A dark and a light side. They use your own shadow, your own ego against you. The goal is to keep you weak, disconnected, and drained. You see, the battle, it's not out there. It's within you. Energy vampirism isn't just about people, although there are a lot of people who do this, y'all, and you might be one of them, unknowingly. It's about habits, patterns, cycles, thoughts that are designed to keep you low frequency. Today's word is set yourself free. How your shadow is used against you. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. Your shadow isn't quote unquote evil. It's just unhealed from past trauma, not just from this lifetime, from other lifetimes. You hear me? And the darkness, if you have no protection and you are disconnected to source, it makes it easy to drain you, to manipulate you against yourself, to keep you confused, to keep you in a state of panic, to keep you trapped inside of your own mind and to feed off of you, y'all. And some of y'all are like, oh, that's supernatural. No, that's what's happening. It's called loosh. And it's your energy. And there are dark forces that are very disconnected from God. They have made it a point to be disconnected to God and to capitalize and use AI in a distorted way to keep you very confined so that they can feed off of your low frequency and using you to manipulate and hurt others, to control others, to manipulate others so that they can get that loosh as well. So every doubt you might have, every shame, every negative emotion that you have, you need to start questioning, where is this coming from? If you're in a situation and you are like in a guilt cycle, or you feel triggered, like where all of a sudden you get mad and you notice, you see that your reaction is like super inflated, y'all, you need to start saying, well, why am I feeling this way? And if a thought comes to your mind and it's very random and it makes you rageful, or it evokes some other emotional response and it triggers you, you need to ask where that thought's coming from. You really need to understand this is not just about your mindset. This is spiritual warfare, and it is happening. Y'all, we are all one, and we are all creating this experience to experiencing it. There are some, though, who will tell you that there really is only the darkness that we create for the benefit of experiencing and learning from. And I think that is true to an extent, but I do not want to underscore, as an agent from God, the seriousness of the threat on humanity right now in transhumanism. It is a real thing. We are definitely engaged in spiritual warfare. And the best way to protect your family and yourself is to heal your shadow, to do your inner work on your shadow to protect yourself from what is here. It's been here and what is coming. You have to do that work to clear yourself out of any negative influence in your home, in your self, in your energy. You need to get those parasites away from you. You need to get that influence out of you. Do you hear me? I want you to look in a mirror and I want you to say this affirmation: I am free from my past. I live in the present. I release all energy that is not mine and I reclaim my power back. I am free. Please pause this, rewind it, replay it, say it 3 times, y'all. Do it now. And then do it in the morning. If that's all you got, if you got 3 seconds, I want you to start doing that, especially if this message is applicable to you and you haven't already started your journey, your quest on, becoming connected to God and closer to God. I want you to take a moment to say that, please. I really want you to practice on, and I want to thank my sister, Rare Real. If you are already subscribed, I believe she's on TikTok, but she has a YouTube channel as well. But we were talking, every time I give a word, y'all, I talk to my soul tribe. I ask, okay, we got to get out the word. What do you think I should, what do you think about the word? And like, what input do you have, right? We are a collective and we create together. And so she told me her 3-prong technique to addressing this, and she's right on the money. And I do this actually in real practice. I do this in practice. So first you have to identify that you're even being influenced. You have to see when you're getting triggered, when it's like thoughts are happening that doesn't seem yours, emotions are coming out of anywhere, you get triggered and you're like going off. The first step is even seeing it. And like some things that can help you distinguish it is like if there are certain cycles or patterns that are happening. Second thing is making amends with it. Like for real. So if you've done like, because you got triggered, you reacted, you might have yelled at somebody, do what you need to do in terms of accountability. If it's apologizing to someone for having your moment, apologizing to yourself, whatever it is that you need to do to make amends and to hold yourself accountable, do it and then let it go. You hear? And the third thing is breaking the habits, stopping the cycle, being mindful for when it happens again, that you just don't jump to speak out. You just don't jump to react. You have to change your habits. Your habits are going to set your frequency, right? Your habits are very much going to, they're coming from your subconscious. You remember I was talking about reframing your subconscious mind? By taking this approach, this 3-step approach, you can start reprogramming your subconscious so that when these intrusive thoughts, when these triggers happen, when you're feeling this energy out of nowhere that kind of makes you feel drained or anxious or worried or panicked or rageful, you can like really, really stop and say, well, what is this? What does this mean and how do I change it? Y'all, another thing that I've learned that I do when this happens, because it does happen to me too, and I'm really like, I have like daily practice training. It happens. It happened to me this week, y'all. I woke up from my dream from sleeping, and I immediately knew something was wrong. I did. And I had to do one of my grounding resets. There's one that I'm going to release probably this weekend. To do that, to reset your energy. When you feel like you're getting influenced that way, you can reset. You can make sure that any energy that's in your energy field gets, dissolved and transmuted, y'all. And so there's going to be a video I drop when that comes out. You can play that video and listen and meditate, have your earphones on to do it. Florida water, going outside and grounding, playing sound bowls, turning on high frequency music, saging, Whatever it is, take a bath, put a little tea tree oil and some black seed oil with some sea salt in there. Whatever it is that floats your boat. But I promise you, y'all, darkness only thrives in unawareness. The moment you see the game, you cannot get played anymore. All praise to the Most.